What up, y'all? Hey, look here. It's early on Monday morning. Um, Man, I don't know what if it was a time change or what. But I went to bed. I go to bed early, man. 8 o'clock last night. I was out, and so I get up. At 2:30, I'm up, and now I've already got 6.5 hours of sleep. So I get up, I start watching YouTube and stuff, and um, hang on now, let me fix this. So I started watching YouTube, and it's so ironic how this happened because I woke up this morning and I had a message um, on one of the posts, and it was a guy. He said, hey Cliff, I like your videos. I'm an officer of the law. You know, there are some good ones, and I agree. Listen, man. Like Chief Foster, he could have that day. I was drunk, got in a fight, had them pills on the ground. He could have sent me to prison that day. He chose to let me go. But man, I just saw something, y'all, that literally blows my mind. I mean, unreal. Prescott, Arizona. Guy stops in a gas station, him and his girlfriend. This is all on video. This is not me making, reading an article or nothing like this. I seen the video with my own eyes, okay? So the guy's in a store in Prescott, Arizona, and the freaking fire chief just buried his brother, just come from a funeral, and so him and his wife and his kids stop in the same store that this dude and his girlfriend's at. The dude is, he's at the counter, and it shows him he got a wife beater on, no gun in his waist. He goes out the door, goes right past these people's car, don't say nothing to them, gets in his car, and he's starting to leave. As he's starting to leave, now, at the same time, on camera in the store, the dude's wife is putting two 12-packs of Coors Light on the thing. Now, keep in mind, the fire chief and them's already drunk. They just stopping to load up before they go home, okay? Well, apparently, the fire chief, I guess he's feeling some type of way. His brother just passed away or whatever, so he wants to fight somebody. So he goes over to the dude's car, holds the door open, and won't let dude leave. Well, his kids are like, hey, Dad, come on, Dad, like, damn, man, you're drunk. So while they're doing that, the dude reaches in the console and lays his pistol on the thing, and is like, hey, man, everybody, y'all need to back up. As soon as they backed up, the dude shut his door and drove off. No more escalation, no more nothing said. Huh. The freaking the fire chief calls the police and says that the guy pulled a gun on him for his wife's on the phone. Listen what she says, though, on the 911 recording. Some guy in the store parking lot just pulled a 9mm on my husband. How do you know it's a 9mm? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it wasn't even, you was in the store. How do you know what it was, So anyway, so the cops come down and they doctored the video footage, take 25 seconds of it out to cover their boy, the fire chief. The prosecutor went along with this shit, man. This guy was innocent. And they was fixing to give this dude 60 fucking years in prison, man. All over a lie because some bitch ass fire chief. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, and whoever the person was that commented, I'm not directing this to you. I'm just saying, look, man, what in the hell why do people get that badge and think that they're just do whatever the fuck they want, Man, I'm gonna tell you, some of these people get a badge and they fucking power trip out. I mean, look at this. So, I mean, the cops go in and look at the footage and they even say it like, well, I don't really see where the dude's doing anything. But this guy's our fire chief buddy, so if he said it, let's do it. All right. They didn't interview the fire chief that night because they said he was too intoxicated to be interviewed. But later on in the middle of the night, the fire chief calls the detective, personal friend, and has a conversation. So I thought he was too intoxicated to be interviewed. But he's not too intoxicated for y'all to have an hour-long conversation? Man, had it not been for 2 lawyers out of Phoenix that knew how to fight these kind of cases, that man would be sitting in prison. I'm telling y'all, there are a lot of innocent people sitting in that prison down there. Man, listen, there are people that tell you, look, man, I didn't do this, but I can't prove I didn't do it, so I got to take a plea deal. I mean, they got to. I mean, sometimes the government, they can drum up anything they want. I mean, look, they went and cut 25 seconds out of a camera footage. Nobody even noticed it till these 2 lawyers were like, hold up. This is time. There's a time lapse here. And then it all falls apart. But look, the chief of police was going along with it. The fire chief's the one that him and his wife lied about it. And look, and none of these people are getting charged with anything. It's just like, oh, well, they got caught, so it's over with. Everybody, nothing to see here. The guy they released the guy, so let's move on. No, fuck that, man. They need to put them people in jail. When they start putting them people like that fire chief and his wife in jail for making false reports, just think of this. What if that guy would have went to prison? He got little kids and stuff, man. And he ain't did a goddamn thing wrong. And now his wife and kids on welfare, probably living in the slums because he ain't out to work and provide for them because some punk ass fire chief wanted to know that he could get away with it. Know he could call his old buddy down there at the investigator's office. Hey, bud, I need you to help me out here, bub. Remember that time I pulled up on you when you wrecked that car drunk and I saved you? Well, I need you to help me back out now. This is the way that system works, y'all. I'm telling y'all, the real criminals are the people that put people in jail, man. Are they a few good cops? Yes. I agree with that. I've met a lot of them. But man, when you got whole systems like this, and that's, I'm not really attacking like individual police. I'm attacking the system, man. I mean, this is messed up. They can they can make up any charges they want and put your ass away. And here's what's crazy, man. I don't know why America does not get this. When the police arrest you, they gotta prove you did it. You don't have to prove that you didn't do it. The burden of proof is on the state. But for some reason, that innocent until proven guilty shit, that's over with. It's been over with. If you get arrested for something, you're considered guilty, and you got to go get you a lawyer and go to court and prove that you didn't do it. And it's not even, the Constitution says it's the other way. The state has, you don't even have to say anything. You ever heard you have a right to remain silent? That means you ain't got to say a damn thing. They got to go and prove that you did what they're saying you did. But everybody in America thinks, I got to prove I didn't do it. And that's the way, now it's the norm. A cop said we'd believe a cop, man. If a cop says he done it, he done it. Man, listen. And I urge any politician out there, if you're a real politician and you care about your constituents and you're not just riding the gravy train for the headlines and all that, if you really care about helping America, take 1 hour or 30 minutes out of your day and get on YouTube and in the search bar put in bad cops caught in the act. And just watch it. There's millions of videos of cops on body camera lying. The supervisor pull up, yeah, boss, he son of a bitch jumped out and hit me, and then it comes out, and then you watch the body cam footage in court, and it's right the opposite. You know what I mean? It's like, man, and here's what's crazy, is a whole damn municipality was fixing to go along with this whole thing, all because a fire chief was in his feelings about his brother dying. Man, we all have people die, bro, okay? That don't mean you get to put somebody in prison for 60 years. The police, what kind of integrity do y'all, I mean, can you, I wonder if I don't see how these people get up in the mornings and look in the mirror and think, oh, you know, boy, I'm finna have like, how do you not look in the mirror and think, I'm the sorriest piece of shit in the world because I put these people in jail that don't even do nothing wrong? If I feel like if I get pissed off by God and I want to put somebody in prison, I can do it. That's the way America is, man. Seriously. I watched a video, dude made a Facebook post, got a speeding ticket by a little old small town, just like where I grew up. New Hope, man, let me tell you something. I know my rights now. Back when I was running around doing dope and doing crime or all whatever, I wasn't really big into crime. I was into drugs. But back when I was an addict and stuff, man, I didn't know my rights. Had I known my rights, man, those cops that we had, Poochie, David Dean, Mike Austin, Don Bigsby, those motherfuckers were crooked ass cops, man, to the core. They did drugs, they slept with underage girls, they did every damn thing that they tried to put people like me in jail for, man. They come in our house with no warrants. They stopped us for no reason whatsoever other than, oh, there's Clifton. I bet they're getting high and drunk. Let's stop them and see. That's not reasonable. I mean, that's not reason to stop somebody. Okay? Now, if we swerved across the lines or run off in the ditch, now you got a probable cause. But just because you know me and you think that I might be doing something, that don't give you a right to stop me and tear my shit apart and tell me to shut the fuck up. And you say another word, I'll bust your head. They can't do that, man. Man, listen, anybody, I advise anybody out there to get a camera for your car. You can get them, they record 3 different angles, you know, forward, back, all that. That way, if anything ever happens, because I'm going to tell you something, don't think for a second these cops won't lie on these, why do you think they passed the law to not release body cam footage, y'all? If they released body cam footage on every case, guess what? They wouldn't have any police departments because they'd all be broke because they'd get caught doing this dirty shit. There's not one police department in this whole country that don't have a bad apple. So think about that. There's one in every bunch. So think how many departments there are across this nation. And then you got some places like Prescott, Arizona, where the whole place is in on it. The city clerk, the judge, the magistrate, the prosecutor, the fire chief, the police chief, you know, the investigators. Every one of them gonna give a dude 60 years in prison, man. Not 5, not 20 months, 60 freaking years in prison on some bullshit lies, man. Not only that, these people who signed an oath to swear to uphold and protect what all the bullshit they signed, doctor the tape, man. Cut 25 seconds out of the tape. wrote statements and signed it under perjury or whatever that it's true. This happened. This guy come out for no reason, wanted to start a fight, put a gun in my husband's face for no reason. And then the video footage shows something totally different. The guy don't even say nothing to him. The guy walks straight to his car. The fire chief gets out drunk and wants to fight somebody. I've been there. I've done that. I've been drunk before, been mad, or something happened, and just be at a random store and just say something to somebody for no reason whatsoever. I've done it. I've seen it happen. I've been with people that's done it. Like, that's what was going on. Dude was drunk. He just buried his brother. He was in his feelings. He wanted to fight. So he chose this dude that come out of the store. Well, little did he know, old dude had a pistol permit. He was correct. This guy wasn't even a criminal, y'all. He was a law-abiding citizen who carried a weapon to protect himself from freaking tyrants like this. I mean, they got the fire chief's kids on video saying, "Hey, Dad, stop! You're being drunk. Quit. You're being an asshole. Come on." And the dude never even escalates it. He just lays the gun on his lap, and he's like, "Hey, man, y'all need to back up off my car," because the fire chief had the door where he couldn't go nowhere. And then, like I said, the prosecutor, the chief of police, the whole town, the whole Prescott, Arizona municipal system was going to go along with this and send this guy up the river for 60 years for something he never did, just because some asshole fire chief wanted to lie, him and his wife. They should be in jail. They should get 5 years, 10 years in prison for that. Every one of them. Kids in the car too, because they went along with it too. The police that wrote the false statements, they should go to prison. The prosecutor who was going to prosecute them, knowing that it was a lie, they should go to prison. Whoever cut the 25 seconds out of the tape, they should go to prison. See, that's why this shit keeps happening, y'all. Because they never get in trouble. They never get in trouble. They do what they want. And they say, "Oh, well, we fired them. It's over," and that's it, And most people just go on. Most people ain't got money to go get a lawyer. And these cops know that shit, man. Man, I'm gonna tell you, this Prescott, Arizona thing. This is one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest travesties I've ever seen, man. I mean, the dudes on video footage. They lied so many times. They said he had a gun in his waistband in the store. Man, they show the video footage. You couldn't even ask for a better shot. I mean, it showed his whole fucking waistband all the way around. No gun. It was a lie. The whole thing was a lie, man. The dude's wife called right off the ripper and said, "Yeah, 911, we need cops down here. Some guy just pointed a 9mm at my husband's chest." It's how you know it's a 9mm. Like, come on, man. And I don't use that word much, but this woman had no regard for this man's life. I mean, it wasn't nothing to her to lie to these cops and everything and get this dude sent to prison. I mean, what? And people laugh at people when they in prison and they say they're innocent. And let me tell you something, man. Them prisons down there are full of innocent people. If you can't prove what they saying, if you ain't gotten like me, I live at home. I live alone, and I don't have any family up here. Shit, you think that, man? What was you doing? I was sitting at home all night. You got anybody to verify it? No? Well, you screwed then. All because you live alone and you don't have anybody to verify that you was sitting at home and not. And then you got to take a plea deal, because if you don't, see, and this is fucked up, man. This is the way the system works. Okay, so nobody can prove you was at home. Now here, hypothetically, something happens. I have nothing to do with it whatsoever. They come out with, we heard you did it. Man, I ain't do shit. I was sitting at home all night. Anybody can vouch where you been at home? No. Well, yeah, we're gonna arrest you. You did it, blah blah blah. Then you gotta go and hire a lawyer and prove that you was at home. When in reality, the Constitution says that the state has to go and prove that you were not at home. They've got to go find video footage of you out in the public. They've got to go find somebody that has put you somewhere else. You don't have to do a damn thing. But just tell them you want a lawyer. But somehow, somewhere, I don't even know when it happened, but there come a time when being considered innocent before guilty, that's over. Them days have been over. If you get arrested, you're considered guilty, then you must go and prove that you're not. And that is not the way the Constitution is written, y'all. It's written the complete opposite way. That blows my mind, y'all. It literally blows my freaking mind that all of these professional people, fire chiefs, police chiefs, prosecutors, town clerks, all of these people that's supposed to be held to a higher degree of integrity because of the position they hold. And this is what they want to do. Send a man to prison for 60 years. 60 years for something he never even done. Where's the justice in that at, y'all? Do y'all believe that every one of them people should go to jail? The wife that lied, the fire chief that lied, the police that covered it up, the prosecutor that knew it was a lie but was going to prosecute it anyway. Do y'all think, what do y'all think should happen to them? Do y'all think they should just get a slap on the wrist and lose their job and go to the next town over and get hired as a cop again? See, that's what happens. These cops, they do this stupid shit and lie and whatever, and then they get caught. Well, guess what? They fire them. Well, they just move from Tennessee down to Alabama and get a job down there somewhere. And then when they get caught doing something in Alabama, then they'll just slide over to Georgia and get a job there somewhere. And nobody cares. These little small town places, they get grants from the federal government for hiring so many. Like, I always wonder why does New Hope got 8 damn cops? We don't even need any cops, period. Hell, Hazel Green's twice the size of New Hope, and the county patrols it, and you ain't got near as much problems. I'll tell you why New Hope has a police department. It's to make money. That's all it's for. Writing speeding tickets and DUIs and stupid shit, man. That's all they are there for. They're not there to protect you and serve you. They're there to make money off you and put you in jail. And everybody's like, oh, back the blues. Don't get me wrong now. If you're a good cop and you got integrity, but here's the thing: how many times on these videos where they're doing something dirty, how many times do you ever see a cop step up and say, hey, no, we're not gonna do this. Y'all know this ain't right. You don't ever see it. They just stand back with their hands and they're like, well, then later on they'll be like, well, it wasn't my scene. I was just observing. Even then, when they get the opportunity to clear the air, they still back their buddies up. Well, it was his scene. I was just kind of observing, and I don't really know what happened. Lying like a rug. You know what? But you never, ever see cops step in and say, hey, man, no, hold up. No, we're not going to do this to this man. We're not fixing to lie on him. And say, you never see that. Why is that? When these people, most of the cops have been in the military. Why is it when they in the military they got all this integrity and stuff, but as soon as they leave that and go to a civilian job, all that shit goes out the window? I mean, seriously, what kind of integrity is that? That a damn fire chief out of all people, man, all you do is you don't even do nothing. The fire chief don't do shit, man. Pulls up and watches all everybody else work, you know? I don't care. This will probably piss a lot of people off. I don't care though, man. That situation is just unbelievable, man. 60 years, imagine that, bro. 60 years of death. This dude was 30-something year old. That's a death sentence, man. You'd be lucky to even get out. You're better off getting a life sentence than you are getting 60 years. You get a life sentence, you can be out in 10 or 15 years. You get 60, you're going to do 30 of it. I mean, if you 30 or 40 years old, that you pushing, you'd be lucky. Imagine knowing you didn't do it too, man. Imagine knowing that all these people conspired to make up a lie against you, and you just these. Thank God that there's these lawyers out of Phoenix that knew how to handle these types of cases, and they come in and helped you, man. Shout out to them lawyers. I don't know their names, but hey, you guys, if it wasn't for people like you, man, thank y'all. Y'all saved that man from a whole damn grand conspiracy, dude. You know, and that's another thing. You know, they put people in prison for 50 years, life, for rape. And then 30 years later, oh, DNA proved they didn't do it. Well, y'all had 2 damn eyewitnesses get on the stand and said it was him. Okay, well, now we know DNA proves that he didn't do it. So how about just come out and make a press conference and say, hey, we got it wrong. You know what they do? They double down on it. Not only do that, they'll be like, no, he still done it. I know in my heart he done it. Motherfucker, listen, the DNA said he didn't do it. That means he didn't do it. So don't be up here talking about, well, I don't know about all this testing, but in my heart, you know. And then on the next case, oh, we nailed it because we used DNA testing and it came back positive, so he's guilty. But then in another case, when it don't go in your favor, oh, well, we don't know about this testing, you know, we don't even know who tested it. But you know who tested it when it helps you. Man, I got to stop, y'all. I got to stop, man, for real. Listen, if you're a good cop, man, please, when you see stuff like this, speak up. I mean, damn, yeah, speak up, man. Don't let this shit happen. Somebody somewhere got to come in there and say, look, what's right is right and wrong is wrong. You know, when I did wrong, I admitted it. Yeah, I got, you know, I stole something, I got caught, man. You know, I got caught manufacturing, you got me. You know? But if you didn't do it, man, and you supposed to be an officer, if you signed that oath, if you took that oath, whatever you do, hold your hand on the Bible or whatever, swear to uphold the Constitution, and I mean, it says on the daggum cop cars to protect and serve. How in the hell is that protecting and serving anybody other than the thin blue line, they call it, or whatever, you know? Man, that's just too much. That's got to change, man. It's got to change. Anyway, man, Prescott, Arizona, most messed up situation I ever seen in my life. They were finna put a dude in prison for 60 years for something he didn't even, for something they made up, for something they instigated and started. But just because the old dude had a fireman's badge Oh, we got to ride with him. That's our brother. Man, y'all know how stupid y'all sound with that bullshit. Anyway, man, that's just, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I mean, what do y'all get? What would they get out of that? Knowing that they got an innocent man sent to prison, I mean, what kind of feeling would you have off of that? I mean, if you get some kind of gratification off that, then that would make you a psychopath. I mean, I'm just being honest. If you got a thrill off of sending an innocent man to prison, you're a psychopath. That's just like all them cops that used to do us so dirty down there when we was growing up. Guess what? 2 of them committed suicide within no time. I mean, like a week apart. Imagine, guess what? They was fixing to be something come out. Oh, they was fixing to be something devastating come out. So you know what they done? They knew what was coming, and they went and killed themselves before it could come out. That just shows you right there, man. Anyway, like I said, man, to the person that was in the comments, like, this ain't toward, I mean, I know I'm throwing out general, stuff, but I'm not coming at you personally. I'm just, this whole Prescott, Arizona thing is ridiculous. That's not how, how did we get there, man? Why are these police departments not sitting down and saying, hey, all right, look here, guys, let's figure this out. How did we get to a point to where we're making up complete lies and doctoring video footage to put people in prison? What are we doing? Where did we get it from protecting and helping these people to, just making up stuff to make up stuff to put them in prison? Like, where did we get across there? How do we get this back on track? You never hear that. You never hear them admit any fault. It's always when they're at fault, you know what they say? No comment. No comment. We can't comment on that investigation at this time. Yeah, that's an open investigation. Been open for 434 years. Yeah, it's an open investigation. We can't talk on that. I'm sorry. I can't speak about open investigations, sir. Man, ain't nobody opened that damn file in 44 years. You're talking about, we can't talk about an open investigation. Anyway, I got to stop, y'all. I can go all day about this shit, man. It makes me so mad. But anyway, hey, listen. Beware of your surroundings, man. If you see any cops, firemen, whatever, steer clear of them. Because, listen, it don't... Go watch that video. Go put it in Prescott, Arizona man, innocent, framed by fire chief. Go watch it and see how it makes y'all feel. All right, y'all. Hey, I appreciate all y'all, man. Listen, everybody have a good work week, and I hope everybody has a good day. Y'all drive safe and everything, and we'll get a live going later on during the week or something. So, all right, y'all. I'll post it though this time and make sure, and I'll try to do it at like 7 o'clock. I'll try to keep it at a regular time. And then, like I said, man, I ain't trying to offend nobody, but come on, that's got to stop. I mean, where's the elected officials? Where's the politicians stepping up saying, hey, this ain't what I ran office for. This ain't cool. No, they're nowhere to be found, y'all. I mean, if anything, they're doubling down on it too. And that's what gets me with. I got to stop, y'all. I can't keep on. I go all day talking about this shit. It makes me so damn mad. But anyway, listen, y'all. Thank God for them lawyers, man. If it wouldn't have been for them lawyers. Anyway, watch yourself. Beware of your surroundings. Especially when you're out late. Because that's when everybody's out That's why I don't even go nowhere, man. Anyway, I appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all have a good day, all right?